actually, before the meeting at 5:30, we had a bus dedication. This is kind of a fun event whenever we have a new bus come online. We actually have a little ceremony and we pick the number, and actually I got to pick the number for this bus. So bus number 12, I was able to dedicate it in honor of my wife and our marriage in 2012. I was asked the reason behind it, and it was solely to score points with my wife. But it was really a fun event. My wife, my kids got to come out. They got to check out the bus. My 3-year-old, 4-year-old ran around. So it was really kind of a fun event. And then that led into our 6 o'clock meeting where we had no old business to take care of. We had a little bit of new business. The first thing we did was we sent a request from the new owners of really the McLeish Garage area. We sent that to the Planning Commission. They have a few things they want to do a little bit differently so they can get hashed out in the Planning Commission. And then we entertained a petition to annex 323 acres off of Williamston Road. The developer has some plans to maybe develop about 2/3 of that property. 1/3 is actually considered a wetland, so it will not be developed. Then after that, passed just a resolution saying that we're committed to the prevention and control of accidental loss. That's something we usually do every year or two. After that, we jumped into something we talked about a few weeks ago, which is a bid to repair a sinkhole located behind the Max Tire building. That's actually a big sinkhole. That's going to be a big project. It's going to be about a $1.3, $1.4 million project that's going to come out of our stormwater fund. But as you can imagine, with a sinkhole, you have to take care of it. It doesn't go away on its own, that's for sure. After that, we passed a resolution showing that we're committed to working with other municipalities and towns, not only in this area but across the state. But this one we actually showed that we signed on to agree to help the Williamston Police Department if they ever need help, and they will help us, because obviously you always want to partner with your local law enforcement agencies, and we have a great relationship with Williamston. They have a new administration, so we just wanted to kind of reaffirm that commitment with them. And then lastly, we passed a resolution authorizing a request for the South Carolina Department of Transportation for the city to take over Calhoun Street between Main Street and McDuffie. So just that one stretch there. As people probably know, this is kind of a part of our downtown revitalization that we're trying to go through. Essentially, we want to upgrade that section of Calhoun Street. There's a lot of great stuff happening in that area. You've probably seen there's a local developer in town, John Wright Jr. He's spearheading that. He's putting a lot of his own personal resources into turning that into really a gateway into North Main Street. It's a huge revitalization of that area, so we're happy to be a part of that. Again, it's always great when you can have a public-private partnership and you have someone, trying to make their hometown better. And obviously, we as a city want to make that transition as good as possible as well. So we're excited to partner with Mr. Wright and his company, McCoy Wright, to really introduce a new North Main, essentially. That's going to be a great gateway into our city, and we're looking forward to all the great developments that's going to happen up there. And so after that, we adjourn the meeting, and we'll be back in a couple weeks.